Hey, what's going on, all my lovely Astralites? So check this. Um, so Monique was doing her stand-up special on Netflix, and people were talking about how she came out of the closet, which I'm actually proud of her for that. That's not an easy thing to do, so props to her. Just being who she is. Uh, she's a good actress. Oh, hey, darling. She's a good actress, funny woman, but a lot of people have been taking this out of proportion. They've been making it seem like she has this Helen of Troy sex appeal sort of aura about her. And that threw all of us off pretty much. And so we were talking about it, and I never saw that with Monique, to be honest. She was just a really chill person. You know, um, she had her own sitcom in the 90s, a lot of good movies she did. And they were even talking about, we were even talking about how she was ragging on skinny women, and then she herself had to lose the weight. And so I was like, okay, that's a tad bit of a sticky situation, but that's we've been pretty much talking about Monique ever since she got back in public, started doing her stand-up thing. Yeah, and exactly, because you have to ask another lesbian if she's attractive. And she's not getting that from not even the gay community, because uh there was this panel, there was Al Reynolds, Dr. Heavenly, and I believe Miss Miss Geneva. Uh Honestly, I forgot what the official tag was, but anyway, they were pretty much talking about, okay, well, first off, Geneva wasn't for it. And then when it got to Dr. Heaven, she was pretty much saying, "Oh, that's my girl. She's this, she's that, and the other." I'm just like, You're saying this now because if I don't get what's going on with today's journalists, but they're all biased now. As a professional journalist, you're supposed to be unbiased. Congratulate her for losing all that. Yeah, losing weight is a struggle. I wouldn't be able to understand it, but Juliana will be able to tell you a lot about that. It's it's really tough to lose all that weight. And another thing we were talking about, or the premise for this video anyway, we were talking about sex appeal, and Monique doesn't have it. She doesn't. And that there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Because I just see her as just another chill person. I couldn't really see sex appeal upon her, but Lizzo, she definitely has it. And a lot of real black men love Lizzo. And we were also talking about Lunel, two beautiful black women who have sex appeal. Some got it and some don't. It's like Howard the Duck said. So we were pretty much talking about that. And the panel, it was getting out of control. The closest one to actually saying that they support Monique on her decision was Al Reynolds. And just hearing two-thirds of them saying what they had to say, it was just ignorant. I was just sitting there like, I don't even know what to say about all this. Understand it. Mine is coming out slowly. I think women are attracted to. I wouldn't doubt that. Beautiful model, uh, dark skin, English accent. A lot of people, women especially, would be attracted to Naomi Campbell because she's got sex appeal. That's what attracts people to Naomi Campbell. She's just got it. All the same age. But here's the thing, you and Naomi have sex appeal, but Monique doesn't. You know, she's got her acting career. She's got her comedy stand-ups. Getting that back off the ground. She's got a lot of other accomplishments. But she's got another lot of other qualities. Excuse me. She's got a lot of other qualities, but sex appeal is not one of them. But that's not a bad thing. If you don't have it, there are other qualities that you can build yourself around. And we were talking about this the whole time. Look, not having sex appeal, it's not a bad thing. And admittedly, it is an important quality, but if you don't have it, you're gonna have to find another quality to base yourself around. For instance, like I said, Monique still has her comedy. She still has her acting career. But to say that Monique is a goddess, the most beautiful creature in all the realms, that's a little much. That's a little extra. She's not all that, all right? Don't get me wrong, all right? She's really chill, but she's not the most attractive. I mean, yes, she can do all right in the dating game and things like that, but she just doesn't have sex appeal. She is not the most attractive woman in the world. And we were talking about Lizzo. I was just watching Lizzo on the second to last recent episode of The Mandalorian, and she looked amazing. You know, she was her part in the role was a queen in a different galaxy, and her husband was Jack Black. Which in reality, you're just like, I could never see that happening, right? But no, I mean, if you don't have sex appeal, it's okay. Just be happy with who you are. Be proud of who you are. That's why I still have so much respect for Monique because she came out and said that she's gay. She's into women. But if you're straight and you're saying, "Oh, that's my girl. I can relate. I can do this and that." You can't relate to somebody who's part of the LGBTQ plus community. Excuse me. Uh, it's around that time of day. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody. But anyway, Naomi Campbell, admittedly, is on a whole nother level. Like she's always been a model. She's always had sex appeal. With Monique, it's different. She's got to use different qualities to show her attractiveness. You can either be funny, you can be intelligent. If you don't have sex appeal, that's okay. There are a lot of different qualities for a reason. And while we're on the subject of no sex appeal, all of these just god awful, ugly black women wanting to talk spit and bring everybody down. And we have a saying for people like that. If you're ugly, you better be nice. That's what we say to people because you can't be ugly and say a whole bunch of negative stuff because then somebody is going to roast you twice as hard and then you're going to get even more upset. And it's coming more from black women than the bozos these days. And I was talking about how black women or women in general need to support other women, but it's like a lot of these black women, the ugly ones especially, they want to run their mouths just because they don't have their life together. They don't want to, excuse me, they want to discourage other people from living their lives. I was talking about how they were doing it with Ciara and her dress, Ashanti not having kids, and things like that. And it's starting to get out of hand. I mean, we get it. You don't have sex appeal, but that doesn't mean you gotta bring everybody else's name through the mud. You know what I mean? Just like this madness needs to stop. All right. And granted, Monique's probably gonna watch this. And if she does, she should know that I keep it real. I I keep things real. I tell it like it is, and I know deep down that she will agree, and if she doesn't, that's fine. But if you don't have sex appeal, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, absolutely. Good for her for coming out. She definitely has our support. But don't make it seem like that she's Aphrodite or something. She's just Monique's Monique. She's not necessarily a goddess. Is she beautiful? Yes. But she's not sex appeal goddess quality. That's what I'm saying. And I could say that about a lot of other people. Viola Davis, Star Jones, Octavia Spencer, beautiful women, but not sex appeal type attractiveness. And that's fine. You know, you have other qualities. Sex appeal is not always going to be your strong suit. You always got if you don't have sex appeal, you'll find something else that attracts others to you. You know what I mean? Use other qualities if you don't have it. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, Monique uses her comedy. Uh, she uses her cooking techniques. There's a lot of qualities that we don't use. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Lovey. I appreciate it. There are so many qualities that people who don't have it refuse to use. And then they just want to wonder why they're so salty all the time. There's one or a few of you who would say, well, I know Juliana has it, but at times I like to think I have it, but you know what? Don't quote me on it. I'm j- I am who I am. I don't even think about whether I have sex appeal or not. I just vibe with people. That's my quality. I vibe with others. I like to make others feel good about themselves. Probably not doing it on this video, but I'm not always trying to clown around. Sometimes I got to keep it real. And if you're sensitive, that's on you. I'm saying if you know you don't have sex appeal, that's okay. There's other qualities you can use to your advantage, and I listed off a few of them. You know, if I don't have sex appeal, that's fine. I like to use my comedy. I like to use my intelligence. I don't even think about that sort of thing. I'm just me. And that's quality enough, to be honest. But don't come out as a straight person and say that you relate to a gay person because that's going to make it seem like you're in the closet yourself. And that's what got on our nerves is saying that, oh, yeah, I can relate to her. She's my girl. She's this, that, and the third. No, 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 no. You are okay. The only thing you two have in common is you're both black women, but you're straight and she's lesbian. So you can't relate. You can't relate to Monique. And she had to be all extra about it. She couldn't just be like, you know what? I'm glad for her coming out and telling her story, doing this, that, and the third. And she had to go overboard with it. And even Miss Geneva was looking at her funny. If you're a different preference, don't say you can relate. That's like let's see, what else were we talking about? It was oh, now I remember. Uh Guys not being allowed to give women beauty tips. Something along those lines. And this guy pretty much he had this lady on his show. Um I think she was a promiscuous girl or something. I don't know, but he was trying to get one on her. He was because she was like, I'll do this type of work for 800. He's trying to knock it down to 500. And she's like, no, it's 800. Take it or leave it. And I don't know. Sometime later, he left the room or something like that. But what really got on my nerves with that is okay, well, first of all, somebody was saying he has charisma and style, and I was telling Juliana, you know what? That can go so far. I was reading the comment to her, excuse me. I was reading the comment to her about somebody saying he has charisma and style. I was like, that could go so far as to not even having respect for the woman. You gotta it- it's like a guy having swag. It's either you have it or you don't. Much like having sex appeal. People have it, people don't. But that's fine. As humans, we're built to adapt. Like, I got swag naturally. And that's not a brag, that's the truth. A lot of people tell me this. I'm telling you what other people tell me. But yeah, this sloth from Goonies looking troglodyte, he was dripped out, but like I said, if you don't look good and you're spitting out a lot more ugliness, then you need to learn to be nice or just don't bother. So that was that, and it gets under my skin when guys think that they have swag. Eh, yeah, ugly people spit ugly words, you're right. It gets under my skin when guys who think they have swag get their girl. These women are being modern day slaves because she was doing exactly what he was telling her. He was like, "Spin around, show it to them one time." I'm just looking at this video. I'm like, "Show us what? There's nothing there." Ask Juliana. I was there when I said she was there when I said it. But if you're ugly, you gotta learn to be nice. I'm telling you that right now. Because otherwise you're gonna look like the crypt keeper by the time you're age 40. I'm not joking. I'm not lying. You're just looking at somebody like, "Oh wow, he looks really bad. Oh, why does he look like that? Eh, That guy wasn't doing anything for me. Like he had no game as far as I'm concerned. He really didn't." And I could only hear it a little bit because the volume wasn't complete. I don't think it was the volume necessarily, that they weren't really speaking clear enough. But yeah, that guy wasn't doing anything for Juliana, that girl wasn't doing anything for me, that they were just really messed up with each other. That's pretty much what it was. He was definitely asking a lot of stupid questions. It was ridiculous. It's like, bro, you're dripped out from head to toe, but you have no game, and you're spitting just ugliness at this beautiful girl, very pretty girl. You're making her do all this stuff, and I'm just like, "Oh, she charges to do work around the house. She should charge him for every time he made her do something." Good grief. Yeah, she was an Instagram model. And, Instagram models got no respect. There's very few who do. She was the ones who didn't. And he definitely could have asked her better questions. You're right on that. And this guy was just getting on my everlasting nerves. I'm just like, bro, you have no game. You got no sex appeal. You were being disrespectful to this Instagram model. She could have had better things to do than to go on your low end subscriber, just god awful podcast. It was pretty bad to watch. He should have talked to her up more to drive her to prize. Yeah, he should have talked her up more, but he's narcissistic. Narcissists do not talk people up. That is part of their problem. All he wanted was to get freaky on a live podcast. That's what he wanted to do. He's just being nasty with her, telling her to spin, and she's doing things with her skirt. I won't get into details verbatim, but you can pretty much see where I'm going with this. Yeah, he was. Of course, he was negging. He's a bum. He's a dripped out bum who thinks he has swag, who acts like he's got game. He doesn't. No game, no swag, no sex appeal, nada zip bupkis. Nothing at all. But yeah, excuse me. That's basically what I wanted to talk to you Astrolites about. Um, Once again, I want to, Monique, you have our utmost support. We're proud that you came out, um, telling us who you are and just we're proud of you for being you. We'll just we'll put it that way. And it's pretty much gonna see what she does next. I heard her stand up was a pretty good success. The audience was pretty much giving her her flowers and things like that. So much love to Monique for that. But I really, if you are straight, don't say you can relate to somebody that's gay because that's just gonna set off red flags. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's pretty much all I got for you tonight. I want to thank you all for watching. Uh, a shout out to my lady Juliana. I'll see you when you get home. And to all you lovely astrolites, a straight woman can't say she's right. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean by red flags. Okay, you're on your way home. Okay, perfect, cool. Because if a straight woman says a gay woman's attractive, that's gonna make it seem like she's in the closet herself. That's what I was mentioning earlier. But anyway, uh, I love you all. We'll talk soon. Enjoy the beginning to your weekend. Talk soon. Enjoy. Bye.